headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and did away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck in for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I've been slave. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family. From a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. I'm never when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. I'm full of stage, trying to find my pain. I see the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never be hate. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god mess. Hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too on. Come down, like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, that I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. I'm full of stage, trying to find my pain. I see the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never be hate. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave. Drowning, I've been floating away. I'm probably winning, sit away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck in for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family. From a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, that I do nothing. Drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god. Mass hopeless, more tests. More bliss. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. From the beast and a killer conquest, I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yours. Steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. I'm full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. I'm a slave for you. I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck in for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah, rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over.
And Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge for a whole lot of fun. And big old roll tide from Dudley. What's up, Noma out there? How are you doing? Good to see you, of course. And, of course, thank you to Scott for giving us a like out there. Folks, if you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button, give us all of the fantastic things that you're doing. And that's a free way to support a stream and to be able to get out there and, well, just kind of kill it. What it is. Championship race here for the drivers as Hrt2Heart finishes up the first season with us. And Ryan is joined in here with us. We're double duty again today.
Every time. Like it. We like it like this. Don't want you hanging out here all by yourself.
It's okay. I mean,
you get lonely, buddy. I want you sitting up in this booth all by yourself, lonesome.
We can get lonely long. Next week, folks, Hrt2Heart is hosting a charity race. So if you want to be a part of that, you got to join their Discord. We'll get a link out in the chat here in just a little bit for it. There's also a link in our Discord for it. So make sure you jump in on that. It's $25 to enter, and it goes to autism awareness. I think the winner's going to get something, but basically you're donating money for a good cause, and you're going to go out and race and have a good time. And we're going to broadcast it. That's what's going to happen. It'll be next week. It's as simple as it gets. They're going to be running Auto Club here for the championship race, and we have a very tight points battle, and it's going to come down to the end of it. It's going to be 3 points separate first and second. I think it's 7 points total that separate the top four. I mean, it's crazy, right? So that's the way this track is going to bode well to the drivers. It's going to bode well to us as entertainment, but it's going to be fun. 80 laps, 4 sets of tires. Comp caution is going to be a lap 40, 1 fast repair, 100% fuel. Fuel strategy is in play here. They cannot make it 40 laps on fuel. This track is too big and it's too demanding on the throttle. You will see these drivers think about pit road, and if they can save enough fuel to make it 40 laps, there's a good chance they'll run out of fuel on the back straightaway coming around. But we'll see how the drivers close it in, because normally it's about 40 laps to and the officials on trucks, you're going to run 35, and you're going to be able to run 38 green flag laps as hard as you can when it comes to a fixed race. 40 laps is just really pushing it. So we'll see what happens here at Fontana. And the trucks they guzzle the fuel around here, and it's crazy. AlanTilleryAuto.com sponsors this series, along with Buchanan Resort, and of course, LittleRescue.net. Go check out LittleRescue.net. That's going to be your caution sponsor for this series. Let's go Hrt2Heart Streams. I appreciate you. Brad, Dove, Ryan, and Jason, legends. Yeah, it's because Ryan's better than I am.
No. I'm learning, man. I'm a guy with training wheels with you, brother.
No, I gave you my stream not too long ago, and you guys did a good job. So like you're good. You guys are professionals.
Are you kind of, is the emotions a little settled, after it's kind of over and done with, to where you're not going to be worried next time?
No. So, well, I'll still always be worried. That's never not a thing. So for those who don't know, I'm always looking to expand and looking to do a bunch of things, but the one thing that you do as a content creator is you take care of the things that you create, and you don't really let people have their thumb in it. And you let people have a thumb in it here recently, and it's different. It is different. He's not used to having a backup, and I'm the backup.
It's still adjusting.
Everybody needs the instinct of the Backstreet Boys, or the whatever you want to call it. There's Mr. Dudley. He's at qualifying. We're seeing your new driver cams brought to you by Beef Jerky Unlimited. There's nobody there. That's BJ Lane the third. That's his seat. Good looking seat, right? Good seat.
He has the best.
There's Scott Casanova out there. I'm going to say his name wrong. He told me last week again how to say his name, and I just didn't. There's Bobby Joe. He leads in points coming into this series. 3 points to the good. Give it a like out there. I appreciate you, Mr. Van Ness. There's Brad Dove. He's got his vacuum cleaner still there. And big
lucky vacuum.
That's his lucky vacuum. There's my buddy Chris Roberge. He is the nicest Canadian you're going to meet. Little Chop Chop Racing flag at the background. 9,000 sim rigs and the misses out there. I know you're watching, Chris. Give us a wave. I see you out there. Just wave.
Wave at us.
Hold on. It's a little glitchy. Hopefully he doesn't have any.
He's looking over at the stream now.
He's smart. He's smart.
Noma TV telling you to go over to the Roku TV with him, brother.
I wish it wasn't so expensive, man. I know that Rich reached out to me the other day, and I've tried that. I've been there. I've been down that road, and it's just too expensive. It was too expensive to maintain, and the viewership and the amount of money. Everybody wants to get into Roku, and you think you can make money with it. You gotta market it, and you gotta have the right. iRacing doesn't do well. Just iRacing does not do well on Roku. I've had other people approach me, and they last 3 to 6 months. So if you're gonna do something on Roku and you're gonna be able to do live events and do things like that, do everything gaming. Anything gaming channels, gaming content creators. Find your friends, say, hey, there's $10 for the month. Can you come on over here and take care of that. That's where I say Roku is going to be good. I think Roku could be a great idea if it could be done properly, but you need money to do it, and I can't. I sank about $5,000 into that whole project. Just can't do it anymore. So.
Well, he said the channel is up and no cost to you.
I wish I could say yes, but no. If I cannot live stream to it and I can't get live reactions and I have no control over it, I'm not going to do it. So I'm gonna say no, man. We'll appreciate it. It is going to be good. How about it? Your starting grid. Dudley's going to be your pole sitter. Cazenave is going to be your outside pole sitter. Roberge, BJ Lane going to make it row number 2. Bobby Lane Jr., Bobby Joe in the 02 is going to be there row number 3 with Dove to the outside. Weimer and Church are going to be there row number 4. Peters and Eden are going to be there row number 5. Row 6 will be William Martin and Greg Langford.
Row number 7, you're going to have Benny Jones and Ryan Piron. What row am I at? 7? Rafael Perez and Rusty Robinson. 8, ignore Jason Followell. He's not racing. We had to join in for RC reasons. But Joe Flack, John Turner, and then Wolfgang Farrell will round out the end of your field.
Gonna be good things. Everything is good. Everything is gravy. And I'm not racing. Ryan's not racing. We're good. Mr. Borden, you're going to see us next season. I hope you do, sir. Good luck to the 34, says Nugs. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Channel is up, no cost. I could not do that. I couldn't take advantage of that situation. I couldn't do that. I would want to make sure that we do it. You know what I mean? So. Good old Rusty got the win last week. That was good stuff. Springville, Tennessee native. And oh man. Oh. I was waiting for the race control stuff. I can hear everything going on in the background, folks. You couldn't. We wanted to make sure we did. Yeah, we're rolling off pit road here. One of the things that we want to make sure that we have a little chit chat about is the next season. The next season's coming up here at beginning of May. If you want to be a part of the Hrt2Heart Racing Series, they're going to be broadcasted right here, coming back for their next season with Signature eSports. We are going to be broadcasting the series. And if you want to be a part of this series, you need to join Hrt2Heart with the link in the description. The Hrt2Heart website, but more importantly, you a link. It's going to expire in 7 days. If you don't do it now, it's going to expire later. Here is to the. There's a link to their Discord. That's exactly right. There's a link to their Discord. Make sure you do that. Yeah, we want to make sure make sure you get out there. Going over to the Hrt2Heart Racing Series. I want to make sure that everybody gets in and, and has a good time. Fill this league up just like you filled everybody else up. You know what I mean? It's, but you guys have done really well, and you've carried our banner, our platform pretty substantially, and we appreciate all the drivers, all the spectators, the family members, the sponsors, just everybody that's been able to take care of us. We greatly appreciate it. Dudley, Cazenave, Roberge, and EJ Lane, green flag. Woo, 14. Better jump there.
Yeah, he took off right out of the gate, didn't he?
The 18 drivers in today's race. Farrow is back here doing his things. In the 13, he's not running. Ryan's going to finish ahead of us. It's all good. 49 to the bottom side. Dudley clears. This is a draft-dependent track. We watched this race on Thursday kind of play out that way. One of the things that I saw about that race is that the bottom line was not the line for very long.
Well, and it's all a strategy to save tire, right? I mean, you run the bottom, save a little tire, and these things are going to run out of tire. 15 to 25 laps, somewhere in that general area, you're going to start seeing guys that push too hard start cycling back.
MDG, what's going on out there? He says, let's go Dudley. 49 out front, looking for a championship. Is going to get credited 1 point for leading the lap here. Scott technically led out there, but he didn't lead the lap, so he is going to have to get to the outside of the 49 here. This is you're going to see the low line work here, but right now, as the points would stand, Bobby Joe would only have, if he finished right here where he's at, it'd be a tie for the lead. So Bobby Joe needs to get up and lead a lap. Got the fastest lap of the race right now. They're going to bump to the 14. They do have one fast repair in this series. And the way the points would work is 3 points separate the 49 and the 02. And right now they're 2 spots apart, but only one, but 3 points apart now. So right now it's a tie for the 49 and the 02.
Well, and I just want to say I'm loving that 3 of the top 4 drivers fighting for the points championship right now are running 1, 2, 3. I mean, how awesome is that?
Fantastic day to be able to be out there. Rusty Robinson, who got the EOL for the win last week, third in points, 7 points off of that pace. Cazenave here has to win the race, and the 49 and the 02 have to have bad days. So that's kind of where that point is. So Rusty Robinson will need to do some work and move himself forward. 14 is going to have to lead some laps, lead the most laps down to the bottom side. Very tough to pass. You can defend the outside lane. Dudley in the 14. Dudley's going to have the outside lane working. The 14 has to get out of the corner and run up into that second lane. It's going to pull the air off the 49 because right now here comes the 02. 02 is going to drop down to the bottom side. Going to carry momentum. 14 is going to get free a little bit there on the bottom side.
Looking back here, I'm on John Turner in the 29 Chevrolet. He is up 7 positions already in the first 5 laps of the race. So he's coming. He wants to get up there and mix it up with these guys.
Turner's up a couple because he was technically behind us.
Hey, I mean, that's only 2 spots.
I'm just okay.
I mean, Benny Jones in the 20s up 5-2 in that Bucky's machine.
He did start 13th. How about Dudley? Bobby Joe side by side, 49 to the inside. 02 will now have the outside lane working. And here comes Chris Roberge. Roberge, the fanciest of drivers, going to be up here racing. He's not there to compete for any other reason but to be that guy.
Yeah, that's typical of Roberge. Looking back behind him, you got Dove in the 25, working on Case and Abe, trying to get up into the top 5.
Good old Brad Dove trying to rock it toward the bottom of Dove Farms LLC. If you don't know what Dove does, well, Dove gets out there and his whole family is not only a farm, but they have a hauling company as well. They have refrigerated meat hauling, and they go everywhere except for California and Alaska, I believe. So There you go. Whoa, 20. Tight on the 14.
Yeah, and last thing the 20 wants to do is get into the 14 just because, you know, he's part of the team.
Not just, I mean, there's more than just anything can happen. They may call it the championship pool, but just looking at the points. Go back to him again. Actually, down. Go back.
Yeah, what happens if all four?
I mean, Bones would be the next driver. Bones is sitting fourth. He's solid. So nobody's taking fourth place away from. I'm sorry, Benton Jones. Benton Jones would be the driver for Bones. Would pick up fourth. Don't see Jones out there, so like that. With 13 points he needs here to be able to finish his fifth. He's still. Where's Rock? This is the moment.
I don't think he's going to make it. I do agree. He's going to be watching. He's going to spend time with the fam.
You know what? Rocco's, he's awesome. We appreciate him. How about it, Dudley out front? Bobby Joe quickly on the back bump. It's very tough to pass here. If you're going to make the pass, you got to make it on the high side. That inside lane is no good. It is junk.
John Turner up 10 positions, just rocketed into the corner there and end up scraping the wall a little bit. He's going to lose a little time.
14.79 for the 29. 29's going to have the 55 there. There's Mr. Church. Thompson, thank you for the share, sir. Appreciate you. And a like. And Max gave us a like. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Mr. Van Nest. Much love to you again, Mr. Doug. Thank you, Mr. Dudley. Thank you, Mr. Kaz Dave. What's going on? How are my day? My day could be better. You might be on par with looking for a couple of replacement leads for a couple of days. We're going to be seeing about that coming up this week. We'll see.
We're getting around the lap point where tires are going to start playing a factor. Keep a close eye on these guys.
I'm already seeing what's going on with them. If you think about where they're left, and that's something we noticed Thursday with the pickup cars over there. If you listen on board with these drivers getting the corner, and you listen enough into the left rear section of the car or in the truck, you'll notice that the left rear tires are really heavily destroyed.
And that's just weird. You know, dominantly it's always the right side. Funky out the tire rubber.
Oh, baby. Bones up in him. That's Bones in the church a little bit. Woo.
And Church came over the radio and says, "Up here." Letting them know he's there.
There's still a lot that can happen. There's things that can and cannot go well. There are things that can and cannot happen. One of the things that can and cannot happen is, cautions. Cautions do happen. How about it? Here's Weimer to the outside. Jeff Weimer, 1013, is going to lead here in the Toyota. Toyota's being the fastest on the circuit at the moment. Here's what's going on with it. Driver is driving. How's it driving? Two Fords. It's going to be Perez and Wolfgang is out there running. Come on, 13. We need those 4 laps back. I got you. Come out the spot for you.
It looks like Robert's sitting in third spot. He's just managing tires right now. You don't see him really over driving. He's saving for later. It looks like old Lane's saving, Scott's saving. I mean, all these guys they're being extremely cautious right now.
You almost need to, and if you don't, then there's something. Bad things can happen. We want none of the bad things.
On your top 7 drivers are on a slight breakaway right now.
Yeah. Benny Jones back here. Here's BJ Lane. BJ Lane got in the wall a little bit, so now he has the 55 behind him. He and Church are going to be able to run these guys down if they stick with it. Now, what I would say is backing the tire down, cooling the tire off. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad situation. You definitely want to make sure these drivers are putting the time and energy into the cars, into the cars. You cannot give yourself that much time. If you want to save yourself for the end of the race, you want to be able to do that from the get-go. You know, do that by keeping yourself in position. Reverse goes to the outside, or to the bottom side. So Reverse working that third lane, down to the bottom, crossover. Can he slide the corner? He's going to be able to slide the corner and put the 77.
New race leader.
Dudley down to the bottom side. 14 now back to third. Fourth back. Here to Lane.
Now, one of the things you will see is a lot of guys going 3, even 4 wide. This track is so wide. There's so many different racing lines a guy can run. So I wouldn't be surprised after the stage, once we go green again, that you don't see some crazy moves in the last 40 laps.
5 lanes of travel, we've seen 5, 6 wide in iRacing. We've seen it in NASCAR as well. They'll run this thing as wide as they can.
This is mediocre right now, folks. There's going to be some door banging by the end of this, guaranteed.
Yep.
Dudley's holding his own on that bottom line, though.
Still trying to push it. Well, the 98, we like ourselves some Roberge. We do.
He keeps putting all these new paint schemes on.
Keeps changing it up. It's weird.
Yeah, it's not like him.
Dudley to the outside. Cassidy's going to be up on that bottom lane, and they're doing what they can here to put the energy back into that bottom line. But I tell you what, the longer you run the unnatural line here, the more tire wear you get. And that unnatural line is actually going to be right there on the very bottom of the racetrack. Who's pitting? Who's pitting? Eden's pitting. Do. Come on, Mike. Get out there. You got this.
What a sweet truck that is, too.
Yeah. The team just cannot clear. 49's going to be clearing the 77 here. And a good battle for all of these drivers. As now the 98 pulls the 14. Look at that. He's breaking the draft.
Smart move.
Burr's taking tricks learned from other places that I've seen that at.
I mean, look at the group behind him. I mean, they're just. He wants them to all battle it out as much as they can, so he can pull away.
They're all bottled up, that's for sure. And Dudley, he's trying to race him. So right now, we'll be in the points lead by a point over Bobby Joe. And I wish I could give you the relative numbers here, folks, but I can't because I don't have it set up for this league. I only have it set up for Wednesday. I'm sorry. But we can make that change. We'll have that all worked out so that it'll be on the new stuff. Coming up when the new league starts, we'll make sure we do that. Eden coming off pit road. See the 66, little flaming hot.
I am excited, for next season because they added 2 more races, right? Mm-hmm. And one of those races is a super speedway that I'm scheduled to actually race with these guys on. So I'm super excited to be able, rub a couple bumpers.
What you need to do, there's Dudley right behind. That's Dudley on your screen.
Reeling in your lead or reverse.
There's a party going on right there for BJ Lane, who's now closing back in the distance that he needed to Church. Church 8th, still 3 seconds to distance, 21 laps in. William Martin right behind the 99. Gets into the wall a little bit there. Martin down to the bottom.
There will be 3 wide back there.
Insanity.
case they've just let him go.
He said, "No, we're good. We're good." There he is.
I'm gonna save my rubbers, guys. Don't worry. I'm gonna save these tires.
98 to the outside. 49 trying to lead again. Roberge able to clear that corner. Does just fine. Dudley back to the inside. There is Scott in fifth. There's the 25 there to the outside. The more they battle here, the more they only make way for the other drivers. 49 running very close to Roberge here.
And Roberge does have the preferred line on the high side, so Dudley's going to have to push that truck slightly harder than Roberge's going to be able to make that pass.
Preferred line, not only that, but he doesn't have to lift. There's we're going to go on board. Here's your nose cam of the 02 behind the 77. I mean, that camera's literally just right there on the edge of the bumper. That's where I set it up.
Ooh.
Make me nervous.
Getting a little dicey. Dudley gets around your leader, Roberge. Made the bottom work.
I don't think Roberge is done, though.
Oh, here comes Dove. He's going to slide up, take third place away from Jeff.
Dove's been saving this track. Runs a lot like Chicagoland, one of his favorite tracks.
He looks kind of tensed up, doesn't he?
My thing is that it looks like Dove drives with the wheel a little bit to his right. Like if I would,
it's not really center, is it?
It's not. It's not. Are we doing Rinky Dinky Dink in the background?
I think she's playing with a dog or a cat.
I think that's two people.
Oh, there's two heads there. Yeah, there's two. You think they'd be back there rooting him on, huh?
No, they're playing Rinky Dinky Dink. Rinky Doo. You know that show, We Can Be Friends. I'm just saying.
Means you're old. That's what he's getting
pretty
at.
much what it means, yeah. Dudley, your race leader. Let's go through your field. Eden's going to be in 17th, a lap down. Farrow closing in, getting some of these times back. Now, Eden taking away some of that lap time. The short pit here could be good for fuel and tires, but they do have only one basically extra set of tires here. So we'll see if Eden's going to be able to take care of it and keep the car in check, keep the truck in check. Here is Ryan and the 10 and that Toyota. He's coming to pit road. He's going to take his cycle. And one thing that I did mention to these drivers is that you got to think about your cycle, because the cycle here, because it's a 2-mile length track, it's massively big enough. It's big enough to cause headaches for somebody.
Oh yeah. Well, and I think we were talking earlier. They're not going to have enough fuel to make it to lap 40, are they?
They shouldn't. Now, will they? That's a different story.
Well, I mean, you got to really, really utilize that draft save.
And you got to save a lot. I mean, a lot. I mean, the fall off right now.
They ain't getting nothing cleared this time.
Now, a 1.6 second fall off for most of the drivers. Right now, Dudley ran a 14.12, 14.2 for Roberge. Robinson coming up pit road. And that's one of the things that you have to think about is, you're going to barely go a lap down. If you're pitting from basically where Perez and Peters is, you're going to go just over a lap down. But pretty much everybody inside the top 11, we got Turner coming to pit road, Bones is coming to pit road. Blankford right now, he's close enough that he'd lose a little bit of time, but he wouldn't be too far off of the pace. Right now, the top 5, 6, 7 drivers. See the 49 try to break the draft with the 98. They're bumping the bumper here for the top 4 at least. Good to see. You can see, 98 to the outside again.
Yeah, and everybody's just kind of following suit. It's really, I think those back 3 drivers, they're on fuel saving mode right now.
25 drops down to try to pull the lane of the 98. I wouldn't do that. I think that's the fast lane right now for the 25. 98's going to be able to just defend that. Just like a super speedway for these trucks. That's exactly what you're seeing. And right behind, there's Benny Jones going to put it 3 wide on the 77 of the 02. Don't do that just yet.
You know what I think what Dove's doing is the reason he keeps him down is he just doesn't want to lose the momentum. So he just takes that bottom lane.
Yeah, 3 wide.
They got 3 wide behind them too with the Buckies and the 02 there.
Now, I hate to take it away from them, but 3 wide for the lead is it's a little bit. Why do they gotta go there? Now they're back 2 by 2. And now they're 2 by 2. Like calming it down. 30 green flag laps. The 98's doing everything right. It's to the back bumper of the 49. And that goes to show just how much the air moved around the trucks and have to pull everybody back.
Yeah, and that second group back behind these 4 is starting to reel them back in.
Benny Jones at the tail of that one. BJ Lane, this little 3-pack right here, they're saving. Martin, Langford, their lap times 42.7s, 42.6s, 42.8 for Benny Jones here. Dudley and Roberge are going to be the drivers that are going to have the speed here. Dove carrying into the corner, doing just fine. Dudley might, if Dudley even gets credit for the most laps led here, he still has to beat Bobby Joe. If Bobby Joe can lead on lap, that's going to be the most important. And one of the things that we're going to see is if Dudley just stays out for as long as he can Bobby Joe save enough fuel to lead a lap? Because Dudley he's pushing his pace here.
Well, they're going to have to keep an eye on that fuel. Church just came in, gassed and go. He's going to go a lap down now, so he'll be good for a while.
He'll be good through the cycle. I mean, saving a set of tires would be premium, but that'll change everything a little bit later on. 32 laps in, as the drivers come around, we'll see half the field about a lap down. Robinson is going to be the next driver checking in. 26 and 27, respectively, for the 5 and the 29. He's going to be right behind. That's when they came together. Lane coming to pit road.
And we told them before the race started that we're going to throw the yellow at the completion of lap 40. So once that leader hits lap 41 or the beginning of lap 41 is when we're going to throw it. So they need to always keep that in mind.
Completion of lap 40 means they go a solid 40 laps. It means they get their entire cycle out of the way. Oh no, caution is going to come out. Roberge and anybody on pit road right now. BJ Lane is going to get.
Ouch! Wonder what happened there.
Woo. Oh no, Roberge.
His screen froze.
Roberge. Something happened to Chris. No. Ooh. It should not be staged because they only have 3. Should be. It's within 10, so they're going to call that stage. That's unfortunate for the drivers.
Very. Oh. That's it. It's. Okay. Yeah,
that's on them. That's on them to call. That's not on us to call.
Yeah, that's their decision. Yep.
We can't do anything. All right, John Turner's going to be your little rescue here. Everybody else is going to have to be a free pass, which is fine because BJ Lane just came to pit road. He's going to be fine.
Can you throw up Roberge's cam to see if he got his monitors taken care of? From what it sounds like, he said his screens just froze on it.
He's working on it. I think he's working on it right Chris, you okay? Are you okay? He's got a little glitch going on there on his camera, too.
Yeah, it looks like he's having some slight internet issues.
Where's that me? Anybody else? Dove looks. We're rocking 60 frames, folks, for the stream. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's Bobby. I think he might just be having some internet issues. Dudley will on the race off pit road here. Mine will be second. Casey is going to be third. Bobby Joe will be fourth. Benny Jones will be fifth. Unfortunate for Roberge there. He had to tow, which will put him a couple of laps down, but
I guess I've never even tried it myself, but can you click your fast repair and then tow and still initiate it?
It should it should initiate his fast. He should have his fast repair if he's done it. But because of the wreck, he had to tow. He tried to pull down, and you can see he was off pace there.
I was going to say, because I watched it, and it just looks like he was standing still.
He went way down. He was off the throttle. And then, I mean, clearly just he and Dove were literally connected there for a moment. Unfortunate.
Yeah,
for Roberge.
you don't ever see that under Roberge either. Like, that's just kind of like a freak thing.
There's the tow.
What a bummer.
He'll get back out there. He'll be
also for the other drivers involved. Obviously, that sucks. But that's simulated racing right there. Especially when we're all on a server. You never know.
I mean, in all technicality, though, if I'm looking at what's going on here, there should be drivers that should get the free pass here because Manuel Perez came to pit road, Ryan came to pit road, Roberge towed, so he'll be on the same lap as some of these other drivers. It's going to be 2 laps down.
Are we at 2 to go right now?
We got our field playing catch up here. He'll be coming out of 4. All right, we're going to go at it. Final portion of this one. That's a shame because now they got to run 45 laps. That's going to split the stage up weird. Green flag. Yeah, I wouldn't have called the stage there. I would have let them run these next 3 laps.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it would have been a heck of a show, but just whatever the rules are saying.
This is basically a super speedway. Any of those drivers that were trying to Who was it?
Under caution.
Wolfgang or
yeah. Well, I think he was in the back of the pack, and they were all trying to catch up.
Well, we're just trying to verify. Yep, there's the passing right there.
What number is Wolf?
I got him.
Okay. And I think Rusty got one as well. Because he was sitting back trying to get him to pass. Yep, there you go. Good job, Jason.
Yeah, I got him.
This is far from over. Far from over.
Yeah. That would have been that way. All right, 77 up 5. He's gonna be moving his way forward here. Now here comes Azanev. He's gonna be trying to put himself in a better situation here. 49 cannot lead every lap. If he leads every lap here, that's more bonus points. Scott needs this.
We should have added a caution lap on that.
I mean,
I didn't see where the back of the field was when they were coming out, though.
Yeah, well, it's racing, man. It's iRacing. You gotta get back around. You gotta get to the things. You gotta do the deed.
He's not even going to dive underneath 49 of Dudley.
He needs this lap. He hasn't led one yet.
I think he's going to. There he is.
There it is. There it is. So a point for the 14. Can he drop into the corner and carry a little bit of momentum and run it up? Oh, 49's just still going to be there.
He's clear.
He's clear, though. He's clear. There's John Turner, who's going to go a lap down here. Langford, fastest lap of the race of 40.31 behind Dove. Berge going to have to get around these drivers and get up there and run with these guys, keep himself in a better position, because Perez is the driver he is tracking down. He has got him lapped right now. Man. Dudley back to the inside. This is where Scott needs to run down and pull the air off the 49, make the 49 use him retire. If he wants to have anything to do with this, because Dudley's been able to do exactly what he wants to, and that's just run enough and run close enough to these drivers to pull away from him.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you have to do. You have to utilize that side draft if you want to stay in the position that you're in. But we're only halfway, or 2 laps past halfway. There's still a lot of racing left. A lot of tire saving.
Still got to
do another green flag stop. Yeah.
Green flag pit stop. If they have a caution in the next basically 3 laps, then everybody could make it on fuel after that point. But if they don't, a whole different story. Don Turner in front of the field right now. 29, who rocketed forward, gave it on 35, took fuel. He's going to be able to make that happen, but his lap times by himself, 41.04, will able to make that work. 49 slides the corner there in front of the 77, almost got to the nose of the 77. That's it. It's almost a dangerous move, but at the same time, not really. Quarter second, the difference between the leaders.
You know, especially when you slide up, you take that air off his nose, it's going to loosen up the 77 a little bit. It's racing.
77 out of the corner, 4th and 5th lane, big momentum. The draft working into the advantage of the 49. 14 will shortchange the start-finish line there, and that's it's a good. Here's a dynamic way of looking at the race line here, folks. We're going to go into the far chase view, and I want to talk about the line between the drivers. Here's the 49 and the 14. You see a little bit of clean air on the nose of the 49. The moment he sucks up to the draft is the moment it starts to close. But you see the truck bounce around a lot because that dirty air makes that truck very unstable. And so he doesn't like it. He gets himself some clean air, tries to carry more momentum. Going to suck right back up to the 14. Now the opposite effect happens. The 49's close enough to the 14. It's going to make the 14 feel very free on the back end of it. Watch the 49 drop into the corner here. He's going to be right there on the back edge of this truck. Might even bump him just a touch. 14's going to run. Oh, down on the bottom. You do not want to put your tires below that white line. That's a dangerous move there. Now the 49's going to lose that momentum.
Yeah, and like you were saying, you have to be within a truck length inside, of that lead car for the draft to make your truck feel stable, but to make the leader's truck feel unstable. Another length back behind there, it's the polar opposite. Your truck's unstable, but his isn't. So it's a weird dynamic, and it's just something a lot of drivers struggle getting used to, especially on corner entries.
One of the things we're seeing behind 2x2 now is the 77 goes to the outside. The 14 not running down close enough to the 49. And I know that people, there's the crossover there for the 14. One of the things that you can defend on this race line, especially on the racetracks like this and Chicago and Michigan, is being able to, there's the slider here for the 14. He's going to pull the slide job out. Try to work the outside. 49 might cross over here. It's exactly what the 49 was doing earlier, but now the bump coming. One of the things that you can do is you can run real close to these trucks. You can run close to everything out there on this racetrack. And it's one of the racetracks that you would see be a dominant racetrack out there. Get yourself in the mix, get yourself out into the corner, and get yourself close enough to these trucks side by side that you're trying to influence your own race as well as theirs.
Oh yeah, you got Michael Strickland out there saying, "Good, looking good, boys. Good luck to all the championship drivers."
Striker, appreciate you. Langford out in the A spot. Little Pink Floyd action. The 07 working his way forward. Benny Jones in third right now. Up 10 spots. Trying to make that complete pass on the 77. Hasn't been able to do so. One thing that we're seeing is the drivers are putting more emphasis on the bottom side of the race line. And these trucks, they're not carrying there, but there goes Scott. Scott utilizing the bottom of the race line, 49 just following now, and that's a different story. It's a different look than what we've seen.
I would love to see this 20 Benny Jones in victory lane. Just the big old puppies. He's working his way up.
It's a championship race. We're going to see somebody do something. And Bobby Joe needs to be one of the drivers that does that something.
Well, and I mean, we're used to this out of him, right? Out of Bobby Lane, he's always sitting there creeping, and in the end, he's going to be up there trading paint with him.
Mr. Swope, thank you for the like, folks. I want to make sure that we always touch on a few things, and number one, our community is absolutely amazing. One of the things I do want to make sure that we look at, we're going to throw these on exciting, let the drivers have at it. We talked about the driver camps. We talked about two of the major sponsors here. We're going to talk about two more folks. We're going to talk first and foremost about Steak and Shake. And if you did not know, the 99, one of the franchisee out there that has his own Steak and Shake, and it's in Florida. Takes part of this series, and we love Steak and Shake for being what they are. Not only are they community driven, but also they hire in your neck of the woods. So make sure that you go visit your local Steak and Shake, show them some love. They do have happy hour between 2 and 4 p.m. Go out there and get your shake. Jess still wants some Steak and Shake. We still haven't gotten to Osage to do it. It's the battle for the lead.
Bad husband.
Yeah, well, we live a little way away, and to go to Osage, we have to have a reason to go to Osage. They need a Steak and Shake right here in Camdenton. Side by side, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. See how he bubbled the air. You bubble the air, you make it clean, you make it work harder, and you make the driver on your inside have to really lift that right. I mean, that's exactly what they need to do. They didn't touch, but they were able to run close enough here. 14 is going to be able to run into the corner here. 49 might have a good low line exit here, but the 14 can keep a truck length, less than a truck length between the two. That's going to be a heck of a race line. And right now, higher line trying to prevail. 49 a little bit free. You see him trying to wiggle the truck into that race line to get back sucked up into the draft. That's where it is. So, folks, Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. Make sure you go to your local Steak and Shake. Have some fun. We're going to be 28 laps. Also, I want to make a special thank you to, I call you folks my channel alumni because you are my channel alumni. So much love to you. Thank you very much to each and every one of you that have privately supported Signature Esports or given your time and your energy to help us grow. Thank you very much for being so. And, Ryan's actually up there. So is Churchy. We appreciate it. Mr. Dove's in the rookie squad. Just saying.
Mr. Rock Stallone's in there too, baby.
Yeah, Rocco got out there. That's Nuggets out there in chat. Thank you, Stryker. I appreciate you. How about we do this? I'm going to give. I've been waiting to do this for a couple of nights. I'm going to do it. Thank you to everybody out there on Twitter as well. Much love to you. Amazing. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You guys have been doing it. Just saying, you guys you're becoming the number one platform on our and I need to have a competition between the series. I'm still going to do that, but one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to give back to our community, and I did it the other day. I'm going to do it again today. Give me a second. I think I can do it. my channel. Vertical live things here. All right, so it's coming your way. Hold on. See if I can do it. Pretty sure.
Anticipation is killing me.
Here. I have to do it from break. Hold on, I gotta do it. It's coming. I promise it's coming. You're out there and you're not. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, this is not going to benefit you. Just so you know.
Yeah, you gotta hit that like and that little bell.
You gotta hit the subscribe button on YouTube because this is what's going to change. All right, gonna happen. I'm gonna give you guys. I got 11 people watching out there now. You guys have swapped back and forth here. Yeah, get out there. Go on, get out there. Bring that group up. Bring that whole total up. YouTube.com/Signature Esports. Make sure you're subscribed and you're currently watching. Because it's only gonna matter, and I'll give you guys 60 seconds. Give it 60 seconds. 25 laps to go here for the Hrt2Heart Championship. Scott's out front by a half second. Benny Jones is right back into the ranks. And Weimer and then 77. Jeff has been doing a phenomenal job. How about Yo2? Still has the 25 there. And then
He's coming slowly but surely.
And then you guys can go back to watching wherever you were watching before. Sorry to the drivers that are out there. And you need to make sure that you have your membership gifting set to public. That's right. About to happen.
BJ and Robert Bones both down pit road.
Seeing them going. All right, 60 seconds is up. I gifted. Anyway. There it is.
Yay!
There it is. 5 gifted coming your way. Welcome to the Warrior Nation. That's not fair. Jess got one.
Oh, she cheated. It's probably because you didn't get her steak and shake.
That's probably. Thunder, Kigo, Karen Williams, Dwayne Drummond. Welcome to the Signature Esports Warrior Nation. You get access to our private videos. You get access to our supporter channel, and you get a special role in our Discord if you're in our Discord as well. And much love to you. Thank you very much. And there's our 5 gifted. We get to give away 10 gifted subs a month through YouTube.
Congratulations to those guys.
How about that? How about the new members?
I like it.
I get this music in my ear whenever it's all rock and roll. It's like, yeah, that's awesome. Welcome aboard, you wonderful members. You are warriors. You're awesome, and we love you. We appreciate you. We appreciate our community, and because of you folks out there, we get to give away 10 gifted subs through YouTube. We're gifted memberships to our YouTube, and it's not like our low tier; it's our high tier membership. It's the one that's like $5 or $6 or $7 or $8 a month, something like that. I don't know whatever it's set at. We have 3 tiers. We have the 99-cent. You're awesome. Thank you. Here's, support me with diapers, that kind of thing. In the arms of an angel. For 99 cents a month, you can support a small streamer. That one. And then we've got a $2.99, and then I think we've got a $4.99 or $5.99, whatever that one is. So you get the tier 3, which is what you would see normally on Twitch. That actually is cheaper than what you get on Twitch. Just saying, the purple platform's kind of been irritating me a little bit when it comes to the prices of that. Not only that, but I get to give them away, and you guys get to benefit from having a little extra in our channel, and we appreciate it. So it's awesome. So yeah, there you go. And you get the Pikachu, and you get my emotes that you get to see on YouTube. All the stickers, all the cool stuff, all the extra wonderful emotes, and it's not going to show up on the stream, but it's going to show up in chat. And there it is. Now you guys get the extra emotes. So thank you very much for being a part of the community, and because you guys get to be a part of the community, and we continue to grow, we get to do more. How about it? 20 laps to go. What does Scott need to do here besides have Dudley finish a few more positions behind him?
it's hard telling. He's having to play mind games right now. I mean, this is a mental sport, you know. It's not just push the pedal down and steer. I mean, you got to play a little mental game with the guy behind you. So he's probably debating on when to come in or if to come in at all, and you know, hoping that the 49 behind him falls in, and then it's a race off pit road and a blocking game.
You know, it depends on who gets to pit road faster as well. 49-14. This is where we talked about leading the most laps. 49 is going to drop right down to the bottom. 14's doing a great job of just running the defense here, but he's going to have to continue to run lower. You see the 14 carry the momentum off the high side. I know he's trying to keep himself in tow, but 2.3 back is Bobby Joe. Weimer's there, Dub is there as well. Man.
What's this allow gifts thing, dude? Should I click on that?
Yeah, you should have that. Yes, allow gifts. You should allow gifts from channels.
Okay, I think it's turned on.
If you got that notification, folks, on there as well, that means that you did not have your gifts allowed, because gifted subs were allowed. So we appreciate you. We appreciate YouTube having the opportunity to have that as well. How about Dudley? 14.
He's working on him.
He's trying.
Well, and the 3 trucks out behind them, these 2 battling up front, they need to get together and utilize that draft to reel in those front 2 drivers. I think they're slowly kind of falling in place back there. With Bobby Lane, the 77 and Dove. They need to work together right now.
Scott's a tenth faster, utilizing that 3rd lane right now. He keeps keeping the 49 down on the short check. Church giving him 33. He's fallen back here just a little bit, but not in any negative form or any negative fashion. But Dudley trying to extend. 14 still going to run side by side on corner exit. And Scott paddles back way up the race line.
And again, they're doing 2 things. They're wasting fuel, and they're allowing those back 3 guys to slowly reel them in.
I wish they could, though, because, well, Bob Joe comes to pit road.
Oh, yep. Back 2 guys.
And now these guys are losing ground. Scott, now finally the 49 able to clear the 14, but if I'm the 14, I'm doing the same thing. I'm forcing the issue. 49's going to come down and run. I tell you what.
Makes the 14 lift.
Took a long time for Dudley to make that happen, but if I was Scott, I would have made him work harder than that. I didn't even see the pass.
Drivers coming off pit road.
Bobby Joe, one of those drivers. Bobby Joe.
Oh no! He's gonna lose it down there.
Bobby Joe coming off the pit road. There'll be no caution, and that might actually be a black flag. As the 13 coming off pit road, that's Wolfgang. And the 13 was slow. The 02 was trying to get up to speed. Yeah, that's a black flag. Unsafe pit exit right there. William Martin coming around. There's the 2 coming to pit road. Weimer there as well. Church coming to pit road. So this one's going to come down to Dudley. Dudley has to have a green flag pit stop that does not force an error.
And he just called out that he's pitting right now. This is going to shake things up.
Final 3. That's one of the things that you're seeing here. Bobby Joe, and I don't know if that gave him a penalty. I didn't see one. Bobby Joe he did get the incident point, but I don't see a black flag. It's not showing up on the race control board. William Martin did get a black flag. You get a black flag for too fast entering.
I think Casenave kind of kicked himself there on pit entry. He slowed, in my opinion, he slowed down way too early down to pit road speed when he should have raced to it.
It's one of the things that Dudley's been doing all season long. He's been beating these guys in and out of pit road. That's the reason why he's got a couple of wins on the series. All drivers leaving pretty much simultaneously, though. We'll see Langford and Dove come around. There's Weimer. Weimer's coming around. He came it on 65. Langford's your new race leader. Bobby Joe in 10th, lost a ton of ground here. He has to catch up. He has got to full send every single lap right now.
Yeah, there's no more saving tires. It's all about running it as hard as you possibly can.
Weimer came in at 70 on 65. He chose the right time to come around because he's got a 5-second lead right now over Dudley. Casenave needs to get around a couple of the drivers here to be able to make that work. Rick Langford came in on 58. Rusty Robinson came in on 53. 12 laps to go. Lap time's pretty consistent right now. Even the drivers who have about a 3/4 second difference here. Langford led, but Weimer, he's pulled ahead. He came up at the right time. 15 laps to go. That's the right time to come in because now he has 15 laps of full send.
That's where your strategy starts really paying off.
Love this track.
It's one of my favorites.
You know, Scott just ran the fastest lap of the race, 40.23. There in the corner. Boy, stutter there coming out of the corner. 13 to the bottom side, Farrow.
Dove coming back into the pits for whatever reason. He left with those guys too.
He must have a black flag. He did. He got a black flag on 68.
Did he speed?
Yep, sure did.
Oof.
Leaving pit road. Either sped or was an unsafe pit exit.
10 laps to go, and you got Dudley and Casenave about 4, almost 5 seconds down.
Yep. Fastest lap gets a bonus point as well. He needs the points. And right now, the driver who needs to catch up here, the driver who's really trying to catch this up is going to be Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe has to get a couple of more spots here. He needs everything that he can get. If he wants to, Dudley sits in third. If Dudley does not win the race, you get 4.5 seconds, 9 laps to go. It's a lot to catch up. Dudley runs the very bottom of the racetrack. Scott 3 wide into the corner. Be waiting for the points at the end of this one. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, who knows how it's going to fall.
Well, if Bobby Joe finishes anywhere close within 2 spots of Dudley, that's going to shake some things up. 10 to the outside. 10 is a lap down. 29 is a lap down as well. Bobby Joe trying to close in. 8 laps to go. He already won 1 championship this week. Scott.
Did he win the late models?
He did. He sure did.
That a guy.
14 to the inside of the 49. 29 way up the racetrack. Gets free off corner. Gets out of the corner. 14 to the inside. Both of these drivers trying to work on each other. Holy
cruise.
He can't be. I mean, 7 laps to go. He only has 2 lap older tires in the field. He just has to deal with lap traffic.
Well, he has the 20 in front of him, and I think he's utilizing that draft as much as he possibly can.
20 came in on lap 62. That's Benny Jones. That's lap traffic to him. He should be getting around him. He'll lose this race by following the 20.
As you say that, he dives underneath. Good call.
Now the 20 is going to battle back. That's going to slow down. That's going to slow him down. Weimer, 3.3 seconds. Now at 5 to 77, get that 20 out of my way. Up all the way to the bottom of the racetrack and go.
Yeah, hit the pedal and let her eat.
6 laps to go, 14 in total to 49. Bobby Joe, the other contender. Bobby Joe led in points coming into today's race. And Dudley may not have been the driver to lead the most laps. Robert's still out there. Thank you to all the drivers who joined the Beef Jerky Unlimited driver camps today. Thank you to Alan TilleryAuto.com. Thank you to, of course, Buchanan Resorts. Thank you to LittleRescue.net. Thank you to all the sponsors who have been a part of the Hrt2Heart Racing Series here with 5 laps to go. The Hrt2Heart Racing Series will be back again here in a couple of weeks. We're going to be back next week for a charity race with these folks, but they're going to take a couple of weeks off, and they'll be back at the beginning portion of May. But if you want to join that again, the link is in the description for you to check that out. Please get out there and do so. Make sure that you enjoy the racing that you've seen, because right now it's coming down 5 laps to go. The 77 has not had an easy time getting around any of these drivers, and right now Weimer is being caught by Dudley and Kazanave.
Yeah, they're only a 1.5 off the lead. I mean, they're coming, and if I'm the 77, I'm not lifting.
After each and every week, I want to make sure that we thank Signature eSports sponsors as well. With 4 laps to go, make sure you check out ChopP'N.net. Be a part of a racing series that absolutely will define yourselves and define you. So make sure you go to ChopP'N.net and find a league that they run in, because they have a bunch. On top of that, thank you to NordVPN. Use promo code Signature to redefine yourself out there as well. You should always try to secure your online gaming experience, and a VPN is a good way to do it. NordVPN is a good way to help that as well. As the battle for the lead is going to heat up here, thank you again to Beef Jerky Unlimited. Go there, get your beef jerky. I'm telling you, it's the best in the business. And then outside of that, we'll make sure that we also think Mandarood Racing and Spicy with Dark Horizon Fishing. Both of those guys are absolutely legends. 77 gets cleared by the 14 and the 49, who are bump drafting each other. If Dudley wins the race, it's over. That's your champion. And right now, 3 laps to go. It's going to come down to it. Scott needs a little bit of a redemption here. Dudley out front, 2 to go.
And they just run identical last laps, so it's anybody's race.
Dudley through the stage. Probably could have shaken it up a little bit more if they didn't run into that section. And I tell you what, Scott's phenomenal right now. Final 2 laps, flawless right now for both of them. He's to the bottom.
It's going to be a drag race to the end.
Like to see it.
There's going to be some door slamming here.
Holy cow. White flag waves. Final lap of the championship race. 49-14. Side by side. 14 runs them a little high. Needs to do so. Needs to find the clear zone. Oh, bobbles the corner. Going to be checked up. 49's going to have the run on the outside. 14 side by side. 49 right there. Door to door. Woo, pull the air, he says. Pull the air. He's going to run them high.
I'd be pushing him as far to the wall as I possibly can.
14 bobbles the corner. 49 to the outside. 14 needs to run the corner. Dudley to the wall. Crossover for the 49. Kazane's going to win. Dudley free off the corner. Scott wins the championship race, but I think Dudley is your champion.
What a race.
Dudley did exactly what I said he did. He bit the last corner.
What a good run by those two.
Man, oh man. We'll talk to the winner. We'll talk to the champion. We'll make sure that we get everybody taken care of when it comes to that one. Don't hit each other. I need clean photos. Don't hit each other.
Jason's out there yelling at the drivers not to hit each other so they can get some clean photos for the victors.
I try to do what I do. Oh, man. Let him burn it down.
Funny.
We'll go over the race results. This guy's knocking it out of the park. Here's your race results. Scott gets the win here in the 14. Dudley finishes in second. Jeff Weimer finishes in third. Langford Church, your top five. Robinson, Bobby Joe finishes in seventh. Bobby Joe just needed 3 more spots, and it'd have been a show. But he also didn't. He led the last.
He spun out on that pit exit. You know, that's where it happened.
Bobby Joe did lead a lap, so led 3 of them. Great race, great lane. Sure did. Oh no, he got it by like a stage. So, yeah, Dudley got it. Yeah, Dudley got it. Now, Dudley, by our calculations up here, buddy, you're going to be champion. So we're going to talk to Scott. We're going to talk to Dudley, winners in the champion up in the old the channel here. Burn it down for me. Yeah, so there it is. The rest of your race results. Well, yeah, there's Eden. I think wasn't there 18 drivers? Is that perfect? Is that going to be perfect for us?
Thanks.
Oh, Joe Flack was out there. Yeah, Joe had early issues. We'll let them have at it. They're going to do their thing. And we're going to get rid of this screen. All right. All right. Oh, there he is. He's already in here. Why are you already in here?
I popped in. No, I moved down.
You're
I
fine.
moved down.
You're good. You're good. Stay there. I'm trying to find your camera.
Well, who won it?
It would have been, that would be by my calculations and by what you guys had, it'd be Dudley. Dudley would have. But you won the race, so
Right, that's right.
Yeah, stage when it comes to the stage break, he was leading whenever you guys called that. And when it comes to most laps led, you guys knocked it out of the park, man. So it was a good race. Scott, you won. We watched you guys duke it out. It was a 1-2 battle for a long time. You needed a good day of racing today to be able to have that. You led. You did not lead the most laps, but you had the fastest lap of the race, 40.019. Coming around, but you led 27. You needed 3 more laps led.
Man, I was trying hard. What can I say? I gave it my best effort. I knew I had to run good to get back up in the top 3. Hopefully, I made it there.
As far as I kept track of the winner today. I don't know where everything else was going to be. So
I was 11 points behind, so I don't know where I finished at. But it was a good race overall. I had a great truck. I had a good setup. I was actually better in the long run. But I hate that I got in what's it, Christopher? Chris?
Yeah,
I think his screen went black or so. I didn't have nowhere to go.
Yeah, no, he slowed up. He woed up there. He was trying to get to the bottom and be out of the throttle and let you guys go around the outside. It was just a big sudden change. So,
Yeah, I hate that, man. I try to race clean. For sure, yeah. Congratulations to Dudley if he won it. That's awesome. He had a good race. He's tough. He's tough to beat. He's fast.
it was,
For sure.
it was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome race. And way to finish the race, huh? The end of the season was great.
Yeah. You got a charity race next week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, for sure. That's pretty cool.
What's this track symbolize to you with the big 2 mile?
I kind of like it. It's one of my favorite tracks. Auto Club is awesome. California. I just did a lot of practice this week with Bobby Joe, and we raced with some AIs and won one of those. And I was worried about the pitch strategy there a little bit, but it paid off. We had that caution, and I got into that guy, but that's racing. When you get stuff that goes black and you can't see, something's going to happen.
Ryan, what you got for Scott?
Scott, man, congratulations on the win tonight, man. It was intense, especially on our part. What was your thoughts on that last pit stop? Because it looked, I was telling Jason this, it looked like you slowed down to pit road speed a little earlier than I even thought you should, getting in there. And I was kind of worried, that Dudley might get out pit road a little bit quicker than you. But what was your thoughts, coming off, knowing you guys, had to run down the 77 of Jeff there?
Well, I just wanted to take it easy, and I didn't want to get caught speeding on pit road. That was my main concern. I knew I had a fast truck. I've been running fast laps on a new set of tire the first 3 or 4 laps. I knew he wasn't going anywhere. I knew I was going to catch him. So I wasn't worried about taking my time going in, the pit road there. Long as I could stay with him, a little bit behind him, I felt pretty good about it. I had a fast truck. I was fast here tonight, and it showed.
No, absolutely. You guys were neck and neck majority of the race. I mean, early on, it looks like you were saving a little tire. And, we got the charity race coming up. I know everybody's excited to do that. On top of that, the next season schedule's already been set. So with this season being over, the points, where you have an idea of where you're going to fall. How are you going to implement what you learned this season going forward in the next season?
Well, hopefully I can carry it over to the next season, especially in the trucks. I'm pretty good in the trucks, and it paid off. The last couple of races were pretty bad for me. I ran out of fuel, and then I didn't pit with tires, and everybody did, and I was a sitting duck. I should have pitted. I probably would have won that one. It was unfortunate that I did that. Maybe I can find me a crew chief for that, huh?
Yeah. Hey, maybe.
Just listen to the stream. Just listen to the stream. I was telling you what to do the entire time.
Yeah. I need to start doing that. I try to pay attention to the race. It's kind of hard to do everything.
Just have me in your ear, and I was like, if he just runs a little bit lower, if he'll be next to his door, he's gonna make him wear it out. And then I was telling, I was like, if Dudley would run here, Dudley would make him wear it out.
That's what I need right there. But I hope it carries over to the next season. I'm looking forward to it. These are a great bunch of guys to race with, a bunch of clean races. And I just hope it carries over and finish pretty good. Like I was telling BJ and them, tonight, let's just have some fun. That's what we're here to do. Let's have some fun.
Well, looking at it, it looks like the roster's grown. Well, certainly it's grown this season, and it looks like it's going to grow just a smidge more next season. So, I mean, that's just that much more competition. I think that's just going to bring on a better race and, help drivers develop, around new guys to be even better. So, congratulations on the race win tonight. Give your shout-outs, bud.
Appreciate you guys. Man, I got to thank Bobby Joe for practicing with me and helping me, and me and him working together. That's force and for, I just can't thank him enough. The whole league, Alan Tillery Chevrolet for sponsoring me. I couldn't really say enough about those guys. And of course, I got to give a shout out to you guys because y'all always do a great broadcast. And I can't wait to see y'all do the charity race and next season. I appreciate it, guys.
Charity race is just it's out there. It's going.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
We'll see you. We'll see you a little bit later.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations on the victory. That's Scott in the 14. He works for the guys over at Allen Tillery, so make sure you go and check him out. Let's talk to P2 finisher, but championship driver, Mr. Robert the Man Dudley. The Dudleyness, the Roll Tide, the guy, the guy. You are the guy, and that is the guy. And you are like, what do we say? What do you do with your hands?
How about that? Another good close finish. Man, I don't know how many races. What was it, 4 or 5 races? Me and Scott's finished like side by side at the finish line. Yeah, that was a good battle there. Always clean with him. Congratulations on the win. Man, I'm ecstatic.
So you get a championship. On top of getting the championship, you get the opportunity to race for it at the end. You lead the most laps, of course. And when it comes to points and the things that we have to figure out with that, you needed to basically have one more bonus point than the O2, even if if you've both finished inside the top 2. So the way that it all worked out with a 3-point deficit, you needed 4 points, and you needed to finish 4 position points ahead or have that one more bonus point, and that would have sealed the deal right there. But the race just kind of came into fruition. I was trying to coach you guys through it. You guys couldn't hear me, but what's it take to run side by side for 80 laps, 160 miles here?
It's pretty. I'm not easy, but running with guys like this that race you clean and not dirty, it's I don't know the word for it. It's great. You're not having to worry about somebody dooring you or coming behind you and getting your rear quarter panel. Like I said, it's been like this all year. This is a great bunch of drivers in
You're the one that brought me over here, so this is all your fault.
here. Yeah. You came to a great league here, man.
It's all good. I like it, man. I tell you what, I get to watch you win a championship.
Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty
Man,
nice.
it was like it was back and forth all season. First part of the season was me and Scott, and then OG Bobby and Robinson come up there and snuck up on us, and the points battle would change hands each week, and it was fun.
Oh, it was incredible. It was incredible to watch you guys put the energy in, and I think that's the big thing about it is putting the energy in, putting the time in. It takes a special kind of driver to run 10 races. You guys get to run 12 next season. I convinced them to go a little bit longer because I think that you guys need a 12 race format. I think 12 is perfect. But you got a charity. Are you gonna join in that charity race next Saturday?
I haven't yet. I'm probably going to. Yeah, it's looking like I will.
Well, autism awareness stuff going on with that. It's going to be great. Ryan, got a champion here. What's he got?
Well, I guess we need to just start saying congratulations, champ. We'll scratch Robert Dudley off his name on Discord. We'll just call him the champ because he won the championship tonight and put on a heck of a show. You and Case Nave just some of the best racing we've gotten to watch, so far with you guys drag race in the last 3 laps. I mean, that was just phenomenal. So congratulations there. Moving forward, like we were mentioning, next season being 2 extra races. And I brought this up to Scott that, it looks like the roster's even grown a little bit. So what's the plan moving forward? Because I know you guys are already planning for next season, right? Not to take away, your victory tonight. So celebrate, but, tomorrow's a new day and it's time to get back to work for the next season. What's the plan knowing, that there's going to be even more drivers than there were this season, 2 extra races? How you going to capitalize to do the double repeat?
Yeah, the new drivers we've got, and they've ran part of the last part of the season, like Roberts and Brad Dove, a couple of the others I've raced with in the other league, and that's nothing but quality. So it's going to even be tougher next season. The name of the game this season was consistency, consistent finishes, and getting at least 1 or 2 bonus points. I didn't even win a race, but I was trying to get the bonus points and trying to, get consistent top fives and, a podium here and there. And if you stay consistent and stay clean and you know, you're gonna win the championship.
Yeah, man. Consistency is always key.
You fought for it. That's for darn sure. I had to move some stuff around, folks. You probably watched me like click on some things for changing. I wanted to make sure it said Hrt2Heart Truck Series Champion. And the way I have this whole new setup moved around, I didn't have all of SDK pulled off to the other side. So, but there it is. There it is. Hrt2Heart Truck Series Champion. There's Mr. Dudley. We moved him up just a little bit. I actually like the placement of that. That's probably where I'll move everybody else. I like that a little bit. I'm working at the same time, okay? I'm like trying to congratulate and like give everybody the big thumbs up and like, hey, how are you? That you're the coolest in the world. But at the same time, I'm like, that looks better. So I'm not mad.
Dudley, congratulations on the championship, man. Give out your shout outs.
I'm gonna start off with you guys and Signature Esports. You guys put on a great show, great broadcast. I'd like to thank Cannon Resort for sponsorship, Steak and Shake, also Alan Tillery, and all the other sponsors. I also like to thank these admin here. They're really nice guys. I've really enjoyed being with them. We practice, 2 or 3 nights a week, and I'll come in there and we learn off each other. So I'd like to thank them for putting on the league. I'd like to thank ALS Association, Lou Gehrig's Disease Association, Alabama chapter, for allowing me to use their logo and fly their colors. I want to dedicate this championship to my sister who battled ALS for 6 years. My hero. Never seen anybody stronger and have more faith than she has. I want to thank all my family. I want to thank my big cuz up there in Nashville, Tennessee, Brian and Danielle and their kids. They watch every week. My big cousin in El Paso, Texas, who's a cop in El Paso, back to blue. He watches, him and his fiance Tiffany. My beautiful fiance Nancy, who follows me and watches the races and supports me doing this. And also my father, Arliss Dudley. He watches every race, gives me encouragement, and I love him. Love all you guys. And here we go. Roll Tide.
Love it. That's the man. That's your 2024 first portion of there's going to be another champion crown this year. And it could be back to back for Dudley. Robert Dudley, the Hrt2Heart Truck Series champion, is going to come home and he gets to celebrate. So we're going to make sure that we take care of that guy. Thank you very much, Mr. Dudley. We'll see you. Hopefully we'll see you this next week. If not, we'll see you in a month.
You too. You all take care. Thank you.
49. He comes home as the Truck Series champion, and a great race, a great series. This thing has been absolutely. Here's the official points. Robert Dudley won by 3 points over Bobby Joe. It literally swapped spots.
That is wild.
Wow. So Bobby Joe comes home P2 in the standings, and Scott will be P3 in the standings. Championship. They're not champions. They just didn't change them. Hold on. There you go. Let's get rid of that. Champion goes to Dudley. He deserves that one. We give that. There it is. Dudley. Bobby Joe finishes second in the standings. And that's the official nature of things. Which is absolutely killer. Roberge, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Much love to you. Hopefully you get your screens fixed. You had a little bit of flickering going on, by the way.
Weird.
Getting some love. I kind of wish Roberge had gotten one of those.
Man.
Screen was Frost. It was frozen. Oh, yeah, Frost. Yeah, it was definitely Frost. So Bobby Joe gets P2 in the season standings. Scott gets third. Then I think Rusty was fourth. Let's go back. Yeah, Rusty Robinson finishes fourth in the points. Benton Jones fifth in the points. That's the 20. Benny Jones coming home 5th. So great job by Benny. Bones finishes 6th. I thought Bones was going to be able to get in front of Benny there, but literally only 5 points separated those two drivers. Stage things happen. Langford able to raise up 4 spots this final race, finishes 7th. John Turner finishes 8th. Joe Flack 9th, and the 99 finishes behind his papa. It's going to be 10 spots.
He'll get him next season. Next season, not next year.
Go get him next
year. Well, he was saying he learned quite a bit, so I got faith.
I really do. And they've really picked it up. Dudley's your champion. Scott's going to be your... Well, Arkansas has been kicking butt here. Fantastic time. Alan Tillery Auto, Steak and Shake. LittleRescue.net. RES, the letter Q, .net. That's what you got, right? Check them out. Make sure that you also check out Buchanan Resort. Go check them out in Kentucky. Fantastic place. Book yourself today. Thank you to all of our sponsors here as well at Signature Esports. Folks, we love you. We appreciate you. And, of course, and always, we want to make sure that we're going to be good, be safe, and be kind. Ryan, we're going to see you this next weekend when we do a charity race for autism awareness. And then tell people what you've got going on as well so that way they can catch up with you.
You guys can always go over to CHOPP_TV. I'm uploading podcast videos weekly. I tried to weekly. It's been a little off the last 3 weeks, but I just put another one up. We actually had a very unique guest this past time. I'll just, not to spoil it, but it was a spouse of one of our drivers. So that's new. And go check that out. Go over to chopshopracing.net. It's our home platform. We race 5 days a week, multiple series, get to know everybody. Come over here on Saturdays, race with these boys, get to know these guys. And I'll be broadcasting, racing. I can't even keep track of my schedule anymore, Jason.
Welcome to my life. Now you just need a printing business and a photography studio.
Well, I'll even do you one better. Where's our charity race at? I don't know where. I know when it is. I just don't know where it's at.
I don't know now. Hold on.
Because charity event.
It's in my
Daytona.
Yeah, it's Daytona. I was gonna say it's in my lineup.
Well, let's see. Well, and looking at they got 12 drivers already signed up.
Mm-hmm.
Retchen's going to be there, which we're all familiar with. Alex Thompson's going to be there. Obviously, most of the guys here. Joseph Thompson's going to be there. Dove, John Hammond.
Yep,
he's going to be there. I mean, it's going to be a good race.
The winner gets some money and a plaque, and then the rest of the money goes toward autism awareness. $25 a race, $25 to race, and that $25 is going. That's where it's going. So you think about that. They've already raised $300 for 12 drivers. $300 already raised.
And the thing that I love most about charity events, especially because we did a whole series for you, and almost every single driver just gave it back.
Yep.
I mean, that's a class act for these guys. And, I'm not saying that that's expected by any means, but in my experience with charity events, that's what happens. So, that's just awesome.
It's great to see drivers put it together. And folks, we took 7 weeks and we raised $2,451.17 for our Toys for Tots goal this past year. This year, we're changing it up. We're not doing Toys for Tots this year. We're going to do something for Toys for Tots, but I think we're just going to donate to Toys for Tots. Something else. We're going to figure that out. But as far as our charity stream week or that thing, we're going to do something different. I think we're going to get our community involved, and it's an idea that was presented to me by another content creator that said, hey, if you could do this would be cool. I don't have the time for it. And I was like, that's not a bad idea. And so I think we're going to give that a shot this year. And so if you get a message from me, you'll have the details, and we'll work it out. We'll do what we can, and we'll try to do more things within our community. Actually, not within our community. Here's the hint: we're going to try to do things with the signature esports community outside the platform, outside the live stream.
So you're not going to spill the beans. Leave it a surprise.
We'll leave it a surprise for when we start to put that content up. But people are going to get messages from me, and we're gonna make those things happen. We're gonna start early because we have to start early, on that, because it's gonna take me some time.
Well, here's the important question. All right, is Ryan going to receive a message?
Oh yeah. We're gonna get a hold of a couple of people. We're gonna talk to people that we want to make sure that are. If you're on my alumni list, there's a big hint. If you're on my alumni list, you're getting a message. That's right from rookies up. Now, depending on where you are in that list, will depend on the I see the bigness. depends on the level of things we're gonna do. So it's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be great content. On top of that, we're gonna raise some money for some good causes. And it's not just gonna be one charity. We did one charity last year. We did two the year before, and I felt like we did more good. And I love Toys for Tots. I'm still going to give a bunch of money to Toys for Tots. We're going to give them toys. We're going to give them everything that we can. But I want to help Shriners. I want to help, there's a lot of folks out there that reach out to us, during the holiday season and ask us to do things. And I'd love to be able to do more for autism and for, mental health, men's and women's mental health. There's some shelters that are in different states that we've talked to. People who are like, hey, can we do a charity thing for this shelter? It's for single moms. It's for, this one's for domestic violence dads. We want to make sure dads are taken care of too. We want to make sure that we help as many people as we can. And we love being able to do those things. But, I can't just give. If I could give away all the money that I ever make and it fixed the world, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. But I can't do that. Money is money, and it sucks that we have to earn as much as what we do to be able to give back. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Well, and I wanted to emphasize this charity event for Heart to Heart, because I have it pulled up. But the winner, looks like they're going to give them a trophy and $30 for the winner. $25 entry fee. If you don't want to race, folks, you can still donate to the cause, because obviously it's going to a very good cause. You can Cash App Heart to Heart Racing. That's HRT2 Heart Racing, and the PayPal's the same thing. It's going to be a great event. Obviously, it goes to autism. It's a phenomenal. It's a good event. It's for a good cause. So if you can't race, and you have the extra funds, feel free to donate to these guys. Like I said, it's going to a good cause.
A dollar goes a long way for all of that stuff. And that's the reason why we like our charity events, especially for autism awareness. It's going to be a great race. It's going to be a good cause. On top of the cause that they're raising it for, we always make sure that when we do charity events, we take our whatever revenue we make for that day. And those who don't know, that's the reason why we don't mind doing charity events. Because typically what happens is that the people come to us and say, hey, we got a charity event. How much does it cost to broadcast? They get a discounted rate. That's just how it works. And then what we do is we take all of our ad revenue for that day and we make a private donation. That's what we do. Those who don't know, that's why they usually get a little extra money at the end of the day. I have to show that I have to be able to donate it out. That makes any sense? It's just the way the business of this thing works. It's the same way that we do in the way to the world, but our hearts are in the right place, and we're trying to legally do it the right way as well, so that way we're not like, here's something free for you. We can't. I don't know. They're doing a great thing. They're going to have a great cause. We've got a couple of charity races coming up. We've got one that's going to go. That actually, I'm not even going to have, you're not even going to donate to me or anybody else. You're going to send it directly to, it's a GoFundMe page. And the drivers are going to pay their entry fee to everybody else as well. It's run through our Discord. So if you're in our Discord, you're going to be able to see that. You register for it. It's in June. It is this little girl who's battling leukemia. We've got her. Well, I tell you what, that's a story. Anyway, just Georgia Strong. That's what we're going to be doing. But this next Saturday, we're going to be raising money for autism awareness. And Scott gets the win today. Dudley gets your championship. We can talk for hours, but I better not, because Jess will smack me upside the head and say, "Where were you doing?" We want to make sure that we're good. No, she won't do that to me. I love her. She's amazing. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind. Ryan, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Legendary. We'll see you in the next one. Wrong button again.